twin brothers Rian and Rafal founded the School for Good and Evil to groom fairy tale heroes called Evers and villains called Nevers, respectively. Dissatisfied with evil's constant submission to good, Rafal attacks Rian using blood magic. They both seem to fall off a cliff, but presumably Rafal dies. Years later, in the village of Gavalden, best friends Sophie and Agatha learn about the legendary school from the bookshop owner. While Agatha is skeptical, fairy tale obsessed Sophie dreams of escaping ordinary life and becoming a princess. Nights later, Sophie attempts to run away from Gavalden in secret. When Agatha finds out and tries to intervene, a giant stimp snatches them both, flying them to the magical school for good and evil. To their dismay, however, Agatha is dropped at the school for good, while Sophie is delivered to the school for evil. Agatha protests, wishing to return to Gavalden, while Sophie insists she belongs in good. Both girls seek out schoolmaster Rian and the magical Storian pen. He says he will only allow Sophie to switch schools if she can prove herself an Ever by attaining true love's kiss. She casts Prince Tedros, the son of King Arthur, as her true love and enlists Agatha's help. Agatha and Sophie struggle in their respective classes and are outcast by their peers. Though Agatha is vocally critical of good superficiality, Everdeen Clarissa Dovey argues her sense of empathy makes her the first true princess in a long time. When Sophie tries to get close to Tedros, Lesso cuts her hair to break her spirit. Under Rafal's influence, Sophie undergoes a radical change in appearance and personality, gaining the favor of the Never and rising to the unofficial position of leader of evil's student body. Though she diverges from Agatha, the latter still tries to aid Sophie by using magic to bring her and Tedros together. An Ever and a Never being together causes chaos between both schools. Rian determines a trial by tale to settle the issue. During the trial, Sophie ends up proving inept in defending herself and Tedros, prompting and infiltrating Agatha to save him in her stead. This results in him rejecting Sophie for choosing self-preservation over him, with the prince starting a relationship with Agatha. Convinced by Rafal that Agatha is her enemy, Sophie accepts his offer of blood magic. Sophie incapacitates Dovey, Lesso, and the other school staff and crashes the Evers ball, now physically transformed into a hag. She threatens Agatha and goads Tedros into attacking the school for evil. However, by attacking, the Evers break the law of good defends, evil attacks, resulting in the Nevers and Evers magically switching appearances and a battle breaking out. Sophie attempts to seek revenge on Rian, who reveals himself to have been Rafal all along, having survived the fall and killed Rian, assuming his identity and manipulating good stories to weaken it from within, favoring evil. He then proposes he and Sophie rule together, declaring her his true love. As they kiss, both schools start collapsing, horrifying Sophie. When Agatha arrives, Rafal tries to impale her with the Storian, which he had forced to put in the story it has written. Sophie pushes Agatha out of the way and takes the fatal hit. Her sacrifice undoes both Rafal's spell and already written fate on Agatha, saving everyone. Agatha, with a dying Sophie and Tedros's help, kills Rafal with Excalibur. She then kisses the dying Sophie goodbye. This demonstration of true love revives Sophie. The Evers and Nevers reconcile, and the restored school staff decide to unite the two schools into one. A portal to Gavalden opens, and Agatha kisses Tedros before crossing over with Sophie, returning to their old lives. However, a portal opens, piercing the veil between worlds, and an arrow flies through, with Tedros pleading he needs Agatha. The Storian then states that this is only the beginning.